Devin Haney's been throwing around the idea of fighting Gervonta Davis, but Gervonta has confronted and sent a warning to him. Devin Haney is sure that a fight will happen between himself and Gervonta Davis, but he's given very specific conditions for what weight it has to be at. Devin stated it will have to happen at 140. He wouldn't care about the belts at 135. He would just want to end up making the money and fighting me. Tim Bradley believes that 140 is the best weight class out there, and he sees potential fights with Devin Haney being big draws for the division. Tim stated, "I had a tough time picking the top spot, but the 140-pound division takes the honor with a slight edge over 135. This division is the most talented of all the weight classes in boxing. There is growing excitement for a potential showdown between lightweight undisputed champion Devin Haney and Prograis. The junior welterweight division offers a plethora of intriguing matchups." Eddie Hearn critiqued Devin and Gervonta's resumes, and he definitely thinks that Devin's resume is more impressive. Eddie stated, "If you're looking at wins, then it's definitely between Devin Haney and Tank. If you're talking about ability, they're all unbelievably talented, and you have to throw Shakur Stevenson, but he hasn't beaten anyone yet. I know the win by Stevenson over Oscar Valdez at super featherweight was a big win, but at lightweight he hasn't beaten anybody yet, and that's not his fault. I do believe he'll go on and be great. Right now, if you're looking at resumes and coming off wins over Lomachenko and Kambosos, you have to say Devin, but Tank also has a great resume. What I saw in Devin was a guy that was completely dedicated to his craft, and as a promoter, I like working with people like that because you know you're going to get the most out of what you got." Gervonta saw some of Devin's sparring footage, and the best that he could was laugh about it.
Shit, I don't know about them two, because I can't really say about two other guys, especially the other guy I don't even pay attention to. So, but the clip that he showed, it wasn't really nothing. It was just he just was landing jabs. That's about it. He ain't really do nothing. He ain't do what I did. Damn sure ain't do what I did. That guy said he ain't know where he was at. You know what I mean? They sparred twice, so you get where I'm going? All right.
Kenny Ellis thinks that Devin's call for a fight at 140 is ridiculous, and he thinks that Devin should come down to fight Gervonta at 135. Kenny stated, "I feel like people are trying to suck him away from 135 to protect certain people. We've got unfinished business at 135, you know what I mean? If he can make 135, why can't he fight Tank at 135? It's crazy. He doesn't have any more power at 140. I don't see it anyway. I watched him tap the bag the other day. Claressa Shields hit the bag harder than that." Devin thinks that he's done enough to make demands though, and he sees a fight with Gervonta as the biggest fight in boxing. Devin stated, "I'm willing to do what it takes to make the biggest fights happen. I've proven that. I've signed up with other networks and promoters to make this fight happen. So we gotta see what position I'm in if they were to offer a fight. At times I could do that, and sometimes I couldn't do that as far as jumping over whatever. But I'm willing to do whatever it takes to make the biggest fights happen. I think so." Steven thinks that Devin should stay away from Gervonta Davis though.
And I see Gervonta Davis. And I look at Haney and I'm like this, you want to stay away from that, brother. Because Haney gets hit too much. And you can't do that against Tank Davis. You can't do it.
Kenny Ellis actually sees Shakur Stevenson as a bigger threat than Devin Haney. Kenny stated, "It's not really tough, but it would bring out his IQ. I'd go with Shakur. Shakur is the second best. I say it all the time. Shakur is one of the best boxers in the division, in the sport right now." Interestingly enough, Tim Bradley actually thinks that Gervonta would lose to Devin and a couple of other fighters. Tim stated, "Tank is going to get exposed soon. If he gets in there with the right guy like Shakur Stevenson, he's going to get exposed. I'm noticing a pattern with a lot of the PBC fighters. Inactivity is one of them. When they do get in there with a live dog and they get hit in the face, they all bow out. A lot of the guys do. There's levels to this game. He didn't like that heat. I know he had a hurt hand and whatever, so that could be part of it too, but I could just tell. Body language. Me being a fighter my entire life, I could see certain intangibles, and I see that with Tank. Oh yeah, those guys too, because those guys hit back. Haney doesn't get a lot of credit because he doesn't have any power, so a lot of people aren't going to give him credit. Tank hasn't fought a guy that has the same mentality as him. He ain't fought no Haney. He ain't fought no Shakur that actually believes in their skills like that. According to Floyd Mayweather Sr., Devin destroyed Gervonta in their sparring session.
Let me ask the question. it ain't even worth asking because it was a one-way deal. Only one man controlled it, and that was Devin Haney.
Adrian Broner gave a breakdown of what happened when Gervonta and Devin sparred each other, and he told everyone who was there to witness it.
Devin was 17 at the time. They get in there. They was, it was very competitive. And then Tank hit Devin. Boom, boom. And Devin went boom, boom. And then he hit him again, boom, boom. And I jumped in the ring because he's 17. This ain't gonna fall on nobody but whoever's there. You know what I'm saying? So I jump in the ring. Once I jump in, everybody. Bill start jumping in, and then it was like about Billions versus they people or whatever, and it was straight mayhem, and then it all went back down, and me and Bill exchanged some words or whatever, and he wasn't wrong. That's his son, so I get it.
Claressa Shields gave her opinion on who she thinks would come out on top between Shakur, Devin, and Gervonta, and she actually thought Shakur would do better. Claressa stated Shakur would come out on top. You can say it's out of Shakur and Devin or out of Shakur and Tank. Devin and Shakur are great boxers, phenomenal boxers, but Tank is just knocking dudes out left, right, and center. But let's be honest, in his fights, these guys are only landing at 6% against Shakur, whilst he's landing at over 50%. When you're landing like that and dudes can't hit you back, I think that Shakur's the man. Roy Jones Jr. likes what Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson do, but he sees Gervonta Davis as the closest to being a modern-day Mike Tyson. Roy stated, Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson are entertaining, but Tank is the most entertaining guy because he has that Mike Tyson level of entertainment. He's very powerful, and anything can happen at any time, inside or outside the ring. Tank is a modern-day Mike Tyson. Showbiz the Adult doesn't think that we would see a fight against Devin Haney or Shakur Stevenson unless Gervonta puts in a rehydration clause.
Tank ain't gonna fight Shakur or Devin Haney unless there's a rehydration clause. Gervonta Tank Davis, I don't know you, but I'm a big fan of yours. All right, with all that said, Shakur Stevenson, I know he just moved up, but he's bigger than Tank. So he's going to get a rehydration clause, and Devin Haney definitely gets a rehydration clause. And I don't think Devin Haney should even consider, and he said he won't, but I just want to double it up. You're undisputed if you beat Lomachenko. Don't think about a rehydration.
Devin Haney didn't think that Ryan Garcia should have accepted the rehydration clause that he had against Davis, and Devin won't do it.
What did you think about the rehydration clause that Ryan accepted?
Yeah, I think that was crazy. Me personally, I wouldn't have signed up for that.
From a pro, explain what that actually means.
So every fight, we cut 20, 30 pounds every fight. But some people go lose their weight in the sauna. Some people lose their weight in a hot bath, sit in a hot bath. Some people lose their weight working out. Me personally, I don't like the sauna suit. I don't like the hot bath, the sauna, none of that. It's not healthy for you for one, and for two, I just don't like the way that it makes me feel. I'd rather go run on the treadmill for an hour and
just sitting there.
My fight weight is at 135.
Yeah, I don't work out, bro.
So everybody weigh in. We all got to weigh in at a certain limit. Like I said, 135. After the weigh-in, the day before the fight, we can go up to however much weight we decide.
What's a typical 10,
15 pounds?
Recently, Gervonta has warned Devin about taking a fight against him, and he posted in a now-deleted tweet, "Can you pass this message to him for me? This ain't what he wants." If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe and check out some of our other videos on the screen right now.